So, should we be worried about the global debt bubble? Well, the good news in the short term is that the central governments around the world really have our backs. I mean, led by the Federal Reserve, basically saying that they're going to keep interest rates lower for longer, at least till 2022. So this should help central banks, governments, corporates service their debt over that time. But here's what concerns us, and there's parallels to look at. If you look at Japan, which currently has a debt to GDP of over 200%, it's kept interest rates lower for longer, for many years now. But what we've seen is it had 2 lost decades of growth. It just has had no GDP growth. So the worry is that the lower interest rates leads to the kind of Japanification of some of these developed economies, such as the US, Europe, UK, and that obviously can't be good for global growth. So that's one concern that we have. I think the second concern is that if you take what the Federal Reserve is saying, and even the European banks as well, central bank, is that they're looking for inflation to rise at least by 2022. Now, if that's the case, then at some point we will see interest rates rise, and when you see interest rates rise, then that's when that huge amount of debt is going to have to pay more interest, and that's where we see that the problems could evolve. So in the short term, yes, the Fed's got our back, and so the other central banks, but we're just staving off the bad day at some point, and in between time, possibly suffer lower growth at the same point.